Yeah, so I would tell anybody getting into AI and trying to implement it into their business that you don't want to use it just for marketing. A lot of people are coming out and they're seeing what AI looks like now whenever you're actually doing the marketing content, you're writing the post with it. It does a lot of emojis. It uses the same hot words over and over again. So I would definitely highly recommend don't use AI for your content generation. If you're going to do anything, use it as a sounding board. Try to figure out some ideas. Using Bard right now, it has the most up-to-date information. You can grab great SEO keywords and phrases so that you can put it into your content to make sure that everybody else can find you when they're searching for it. The next thing I would do is anything you're doing like long form isn't going to work well in it. It just has to think too much. There's too much predictability that has to happen in there, or predicting that needs to happen in there. And so what you need to do is you need to go in and use these things for sounding boards to create your own procedures. So one thing I do is I go in and I actually use it to create my SOPs. And as I do that, I can then take and organize it. It's a lot faster than I am in organizing. So then I can go in and do that. One of the other things that you'll look at that I really finding very successful is SMS and messaging back and forth. You can have a different conversation. I know our systems with the AI VA digital assistants, they can go in and there's tiers, there's stages. So we're gauging intent. We are introducing ourselves. We're grabbing their information. It's filling out a form on the back end, grabbing that information as we go. So once you hit all the criteria for that form, it's going to submit it and you don't have to worry about it again. The next piece is the stages. So in the stages, you can actually set its own individual prompts and it will go through and it has like what I call micro stages and micro objectives that it can achieve. And as it's hitting those micro objectives, it's actually going to come back and you're going to see a main objective at the end. So maybe I trained my AI on going and setting an appointment. So then it's going to go have that conversation with that person. They're going to get all their questions answered. And when they come back, it's going to say, hey, by the way, would you like to talk to Ross? He's going to be available this day, and this day. He has these times available here, here, and here. What's best for you? And it's going to book it. The other thing you can do is if you don't want it to have that conversation, you want to give the onus on the client to arrange that meeting, you can actually have the AI send them your calendar link. I like this one because this is what I do personally, and I want the AI to feel like me. So what I do is I say, don't book this meeting, but instead send them my calendar link and allow them to choose the time that works best. You can go that route as well. So there's a lot that can be done with this. Like the other one that I have done is a support bot. So one of them that I have is a support assistant AI, and I call them a liaison or an account executive. Depending on which business you're in, it's going to be more applicable. So one thing I do for that is I have it go through and it will learn everything I need to about the company, about the products, and it's going to be able to answer all that on the back end for my client. As I'm going through answering those questions for my clients, or rather my AI is going through and answering all those questions for my clients, it can have multiple conversations simultaneously. So where I can have one at a time, my AI can be having a million conversations at a time, freeing up all that extra time for me to be doing sales and relationship building meetings with clients. So then my business is moving forward. If I'm taking all those back end service calls, yes, I'm doing a great job of taking care of my clients, but if you're getting a question that happens over and over and over again, you need to implement AI into there and teach it how you want it to answer, and it will answer the same way as you would every single time. So it doesn't feel like AI, it doesn't feel robotic, it feels very human, and you're also very happy that you got that response because it comes immediately. We actually have a natural delay that waits 1 second per word in the response, and whenever it responds, it feels like it came from somebody writing a text out. So it's a really good system if you want to take care of that monotonous, the tedious things that you do over and over again, answering those questions that you answer on a daily basis over and over again. AI is going to be fantastic for that at this point. And as it goes, it's going to advance based on your policies, your procedures, your product, and it's going to answer how you want, and it's going to learn. So if there's something it doesn't know, you answer, you teach it, and it will respond back. One of the things that I hear a lot is that AI is going to be a fad or it's going to come and go. Well, I can tell you, people in the 90s that were here in the automobile industry, they found out the hard way when they said automation wasn't going to take over, that it did, and they lost their jobs and it completely disrupted an industry. I'm not trying to take jobs, but I can't stop the AI movement that's happening. If you're not paying attention to this, you need to be, because AI is coming for white collar jobs next. So what's going to happen is if you're creative, or if you're an appointment setter, or if you're basically an assistant that does basic question and answer tasks, they now have audio. These things can talk. The AI can sound like a human. It's not perfect, right? It's AI. It still sounds robotic, but it gets the job done. And the number one thing that I come back to every single time with everybody I talk to is, do you care if you have to wait for your response from a human or if you get an immediate response from AI? And everybody has resoundingly said, I don't care who gives me the response so long as it's the right response and I don't have to wait an hour, 2 hours, 2 days, 3 days, forever to get that answer. If AI is responding right now, I would rather have AI. And if there's anything that AI can't answer, I'm willing to wait for that person to get with me so that I can get the correct answer. Oh, and by the way, because that person isn't answering all these tedious, mundane questions taking up all all that time. Now they get to answer better questions faster. So now the wait times go down considerably with a human too. AI is going to be a tool that helps advance us. Stop being afraid of AI. Embrace it. Bring it into your business. Let it be what you need to bridge that gap right now. Economy is tough. It is not easy right now. Let AI handle it, and then when the economy comes back, you can scale faster because you have systems in place. I don't care who you are. If you run a business, you own a business, you need to have systems in place. If you don't have systems in place, you will never scale, and in fact, you will go backwards, because if you're good at your job, you'll get more and more people that want to work with you. And the more and more people that want to work with you, the less and less time you have. So now you're going to have to increase prices if you want to slow down that lead flow. Now you're going to have to say, no, I can't take on that job. And now you're losing money because you can't handle it. Whereas if you weren't taking those calls, you weren't the one responding and booking and scheduling, and AI was taking care of it. Maybe it frees you up for another job or two a week. Maybe it frees you up to be able to have that conversation that you needed to have. Maybe it frees you up to go to that networking event where you meet that person that takes you to the next level, because you've already have AI in your system doing everything that you could be doing instead of being at that networking event. I can't tell you how many networking events that I missed, and I probably missed some connections that could have been life-changing, but I had to do the service work on the back end, and I rightfully chose to do the service work. I promised these people that if they signed up with me, they would have me taking care of them. That was the sales pitch, right? Insurance companies are insurance companies, but you have me as your agent. You have me with your agency to take care of your policy needs, to make sure that everything's done correctly, that we respond in a timely manner. So what did I have to choose? I chose to take care of those clients that I made a promise to, instead of going to those networking events that could have taken my business to a whole nother level. So one way that you can look at this is AI is going to free your time so that you can do the things you need to drive your business forward. That can be building relationships with clients, could be building relationships with networking partners, could be building your business in a different way. It could be working in it instead of on it, or on it instead of in it. It could mean that you are spending more time with your family because you're not at the office all hours of the night trying to take care of everything so that you can sell some stuff in the morning and then do the service work all over again at night. Use AI to free your time up. We get one shot at this life. There's absolutely no reason to be stubborn and leave AI in the box. It's out. It's out. It's here. So why are you not benefiting from it while everyone else is? If you're one of those people that's stuck and you're like, oh man, I just want to grow, but I don't have enough capital, or I don't have enough people, or maybe I just don't have the knowledge to do it, AI can help. And I'm telling you, I am all about creating better jobs. This is not about replacing humans. This is about creating better businesses, better experiences for customers, better experiences for the business owner. One thing you always hear from every business owner is, oh, it's a grind, it's hard, and you got to choose your hard. Why? We live in the age of technology. Work smarter and hard, and then sit back and chill for a little bit with your family. Sit back and enjoy what you've built, and then when you're ready, go back, scale, get bigger, work harder, provide more jobs, and then chill because you have systems in place. The whole point of running a business is to own an asset, not to create a job for yourself. So use AI, hire people, create SOPs, take everything seriously, and create an asset. If you really want to run a business, you're creating an asset, period. If you're not doing it for that reason, go work for somebody else, because all you're doing is working extra hours so that somebody else can't tell you what to do. Screw that. Go work for yourself to create an asset, or go work for somebody else. I promise you, you'll be happier in the long run, but you need to make a choice. Are you going to build up your systems? Are you going to build up your processes? Are you going to implement better tech into your business? Are you going to hire AI employees? Are you going to hire virtual employees? Are you going to scale with local talent? What are you going to do to scale your business? It's time to stop sitting around and acting like you're not going to do anything, and it's time to go do it. And now's the best time. The barrier to entry has never been lower. AI is cheap. You can go out and you can buy it. You can train it one time. It takes you 30 minutes to train it. Once you train it once, it's going to answer over and over again, and it's going to pass off things to you so that you can handle them on your own. You're going to have booked appointments. You're going to have people that are interested in what you have to sell. You're going to have people who need what you have to fix or offer. I don't care what industry you're in. If you work with people, there's booking needs. If you work with people, they have questions. If you work with people, there are all kinds of things that AI can answer that you do every single day, multiple times a day, and there's absolutely no reason that you should be doing it. It's 2023. We're about to be in 2024. This is the future. If you haven't embraced it yet, why not? Figure it out. We're here. Don't wait anymore. This is the future. Enjoy it. Spend time with your family because you have systems running. Build yourself up to be better because you have systems running. There's no excuse in 2023 going into 2024 that you should not have systems in place, that you should not have an AI assistant of some kind, that you should not be using ChatGPT for free, Bard for free, paying $20 a month for ChatGPT, buying the AI VA digital assistants for $199 a month to take care of all of your client onboarding, all of your back-end support, taking care of everything that you need in your business. There's no reason to not spend this small amount of money to go make a shitload more.